Hi, I'm Amy Cowley and I'll be performing Adult Child, Dead Child by Claire Dowie. My father was an actor, professional pretender, pretended to be a father, pretended to have feelings, pretended enthusiasm, demanded perfection, 100% do it right, do it the best. Be brainy, be sporty, be talented, be good, academic athlete, well-mannered, polite, know it all, do it all 100%, do it right, do it the best. I cried. I would cry. I would cry and I failed. Always failed. For my professional pretending father and his daughter, the apple of his eye, who could do no wrong. I remember being in the garden of our old house. I was about 6 or 7, and there were friends of my parents visiting. I can't remember now who, but somebody gave me a cowboy and Indian set. There was a cowboy hat and a gun and a holster and a tin star with the word sheriff on it, and an Indian feather thing with a band on it for a hat and a tomahawk. And my dad said, let's play with it. And first he was the cowboy and I was the Indian, and everybody's watching, but I ran at him with my tomahawk, but he shot me, so I lost. And then we changed around and my dad was the Indian and I was the cowboy. But before I could shoot him, he threw the tomahawk and it hit me on the head. And he said it was Custer's last stand, and everybody laughed. I thought he said custard and I didn't understand. And he said I was hopeless because I died twice. And I didn't want to play with my cowboy and Indian set anymore. But later on that night, I decided to be the Indian and sneak up on him quietly. But when I sneaked into the bedroom and jumped on him with my tomahawk, he woke up. Didn't act like a cowboy. Acted like an angry father. This is The Two Noble Kingsmen by William Shakespeare and John Fletcher, and I will be playing the part of the jailer's daughter. Why should I love this gentleman? 'Tis odd. He never will affect me. I am base. My father, the mean keeper of his prison, and he a prince. To marry him is hopeless, to be his whore is witless. Out a pond, what pushes are we wenches driven to when 15 once has found us? First, I saw him. I seeing thought him a goodly man. He has much to please a woman in him, if he pleased to bestow it so. As ever these eyes yet looked on. Next, I pitied him. As would any young wench, oh my conscience that dreamed and vowed her maidenhead to a young handsome man. Then I loved him, extremely loved him, infinity loved him. And yet he had a cousin, fair as he too, but my heart was as Palamon. And there, Lord, what a coil it keeps. To hear him sing in the evening, what a heaven it is. And yet his songs are sad ones. Fairer spoken was never gentleman. When I come up to bring him water in the morning, first he bows his noble body, then salutes me thus. Fair gentle maid, good morrow. May thy goodness get thee a happy husband. Once he kissed me, I love my lips the better for 10 days after. Wish he would do so every day. He grieves much, and me as much to see his misery. What should I do to make him know I love him? for I'd fain enjoy him. Say I ventured to set him free, what says the law then? Thus much for law or kindred, I will do it. And this night, or tomorrow, he shall love me.